Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some brand new stuff coming out over here for the PlayStation stuff, like a brand new actual update, as well as also a brand new now switch up for a lot of the PlayStation Plus stuff, a little bit more talking the PlayStation Essentials, and a few little various things too as well to go and talk about all throughout this video. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy, and as well, if you guys will, I guess, I don't know, drop a sub if you guys want, drop a like if you guys care, and of course, the Twitter and Twitch from down below if you guys want to hang out and chill down below, and let's dive into this video. So a bit of a quicker late night one over here, but there's actually been kind of a cool brand new update that people have now added over here for the PlayStation and PlayStation 5. Now, in case you guys are curious, typically, a lot of the times if you have a game that's like either on your wish list or on sale, or on top of that stuff, you can, well, get notifications for it for most other different things. Think like Steam, like you'll usually get an email, or think like things on Xbox or whatever. But with this, we actually have another brand new update where if you guys ever do have the proper game added either to the PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Essentials, or a PlayStation Premium Deluxe, whatever it might be, you basically will now and can go get notifications in the middle of you gaming or from the app or whatever it may be for letting you know that you can now just go get the game for free. Now, it's not the biggest, craziest change known to man, obviously, but when it comes to this, a good example is like Legacy of Thieves Uncharted is basically now available for your PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Premium Deluxe, whatever it might be, subscription, and then it lets you basically know that, hey, like you wanted to buy this game at some point, so think a game like Bloodborne, or think a game like whatever. But if it gets updated on PlayStation Plus, they could, in theory, just not even tell you. That's a big thing with even on Twitch, where Twitch once a month, if you have Amazon Prime, you basically get a Prime sub. But if for whatever reason, like, just they don't let you know, they don't want to spend the money, it's there if you want it. Like if you're on top of your stuff, you're looking, but let's say you're on a trip in Japan and you're gone for 3 months and you don't have access to your console. Well, then maybe in theory you might go buy the game later on, So like sometimes these game companies like to be a little bit more low key and like not to talk about it. But for this, it's just a nice brand new update. They'll go and send out notifications. If it's on your wish list, can potentially go and save you some good money. And I think it's just a nice thing. Like, I don't know, you don't necessarily need to do this for a console, but it's nice. People saw this update happen as of recently because there was also a brand new big update for all of the PlayStation Plus extra games. Now, we talked about this a few days ago too, but I believe as of now, it's pretty much in motion, or as well also set up this brand new notification system, as we mentioned to you guys over there, where if you guys do want to check out in the games, here's kind of like a big segment of the list itself, where they do go and have one. Code Vein, that's kind of like a Dark Souls type style game. A little bit more on the weebier anime type style. Was very, very good. I beat it. I enjoyed it. If you guys like I said, like a Dark Souls type style game, pretty much almost 1-to-1 in that one, which is different environments. Uncharted, as we use as the reference over here, because this is how you guys kind of know these new updates are coming. Or basically Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. I would actually really recommend this one. Uncharted was a very good game series. They're probably going to make another one, maybe not in the same like linear line, but they probably will at some point over here, so check that on out. Ghostwire Tokyo, which is funny because we did talk about the drama that Xbox just added this to Xbox Game Pass. So obviously PlayStation's like, hey, we're going to go maybe not necessarily one up ya, but we're going to try to go in, 1-to-1 if we can. And they also have this up over here. This game was also good. A little bit weird. Might be one of those games you play for like 5 hours and just never play again. And they just Google like the YouTube, like the finish of the game. I would be not against that. Immortals Phoenix Rising was really Breath of the Wild, really worth downloading. Life is Strange True Colors, if you guys dig it. Life is Strange, never played it. No idea what this Neo Tokyo game is, but I think a lot of people like this one. Rage 2, meh. Final Fantasy, okay, sure, and a few other various games you guys can go and see. Tishia is one, the bigger one over here. As you guys can see, maybe Untitled Goose Game, Rainbow Six Extraction. Tishia actually just came out as of like today. That's actually a day one release too, that if you guys have not had access to for your PlayStation or consoles, whatever, go and check that on out and get that all done. Like, it's probably worth the download if you guys are either on the deluxe or the premium packages for all of your games. So as a reminder for all that stuff, these are brand new, and I would have to say, there's been a lot of critique on PlayStation on their extra and deluxe versions of their games, but it does kind of seem like they're stepping up a little bit, and it does seem like we're kind of actually getting some good benefits from all them while just adding and doing games. I like it. I like the vibe of it, and I do think, at least for them to compete with Game Pass is still a little bit better, but we are kind of slowly seeing them adding like day one games like this Tishia. Now, it's not a day one God of War or a day one Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2, but at the same time, it's something. Like, I do like the fact that at least they're trying their best to make their service a little bit nicer, especially for the folks who are paying a little bit extra more money on top of everything else. Now, reminders too as well, don't forget about your PlayStation Plus monthly games. So this is not the tiered one. These are just the monthly games themselves. Code Vein as a proper good example over there. Minecraft Dungeons, which was also a fun game. Maybe if you guys have kids or family or want to be a part of that. I would say there's nothing wrong with that. It was a pretty good, solid game. Does get a little bit repetitive kind of quick if you're probably over the age of, let's say, like 14, 16 range, give or take. But like I said, if you have kids out there, not bad. Code Vein was like the Dark Souls type style game. And interestingly enough, Battlefield 2042 with their cross-gen bundle. So all of these are probably worth getting if you guys would like to go use your PlayStation Plus subscription plans and all of that. And as well, like I said, I do like the idea of them updating the PlayStation app, adding new features, and kind of reminding folks and keeping folks in the loop if they can. Now, another kind of big thing is, guys, don't forget, I'll probably make 1 or 2 more videos of this as it gets closer to the end, where the PlayStation 4 Essentials and PlayStation Essentials themselves will be going away at some point. I believe it's still in May, so we have a little bit of time. But on the topic of PlayStation Plus, etc., this is a good reminder of that if you guys want to play literally any of these games, I highly, highly suggest it. There's a lot of games in the PlayStation Essential Store that you guys can download with your PS Plus, but they will be getting rid of this system. Obviously, a lot of folks are talking about it and murmuring about it, and I would like to remind you guys about it too, like I said, a few times on my channel, so don't, I guess just ignore that if you guys like see extra ones. But there's a lot of really good games down here too, like think like Last of Us, think Spider-Man. Like I'm not sure exactly which ones are fully included as of now with the full-on list, but there's a lot of them you guys can kind of see over here with, like, say, Uncharted, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and a lot of other various games too as well. Even things like say, like Death Stranding for the PlayStation Plus Extra, etc., etc. So it's one of those things where you guys want to go through the PlayStation Essentials list. You guys want to make sure you guys get everything done ASAP, because I want you guys to not lose it. Like, there's a lot of good games that are really worth the value, and especially if all you have to do is really go have PlayStation Plus, you press one button by going to the store. It's almost annoying if someone's too lazy to do that. Like, if you guys want to Google it really quick or look into it a little bit more after this video is all done, or even right now, like, hopefully this will be like a nice little bump you guys need, it takes literally 2 seconds to do. All you have to do is add it to your library, and I believe as long as you have PS Plus, I think you get access to it, even after like the May date. But if you guys do it after May, it's not going to actually count. So then what's the actual point at the end of the day? Like, just make sure you guys go do it, add it to your account, etc., etc. I forgot the exact overall collections for the PlayStation ones, but just to remind you guys, there's a lot of games out there. Now, there's also a little tiny, teeny baby bit of this Tishia game too as well. Now, as I mentioned, Tishia actually came out today. If you guys want to creep on it, or if you guys have, let me know. But it's also available on, like I mentioned, the PlayStation Plus Deluxe and Extra. So they go and say that even the drama was that Tishia only runs at 30 FPS on the PS5. And for an indie game, and as well as also for a PlayStation 5 next-gen console, which should be a little bit higher up there, it's a little bit weird to see. So you go and say, sadly, Tishia, which looks incredible on an OLED, only runs at 30 FPS on the PS5. Surprised and disappointed in this, as the visuals are incredible and clearly running at 4K, but no 60 FPS option is really weird for a game like this. It does have the gyro aiming enabled, though, in the settings, though. They said the same thing even happened with Life is Strange True Colors, which was capped at 30 FPS, and they said it was purposely capped in order to capture a cinematic, performance-driven narrative, as of White Shadow says. They released an update to push to 60 FPS a month later after Backlash, so I'm thinking the devs might do the same. And I'm not really sure why a lot of game companies do this, just to kind of throw my own 2 cents in the commentary over here. I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why they can't just go give people the options, either have performance modes or other various modes available if they can. There's no real reason not to. Like, at this point, like, if you have the tech, just do it. I mean, obviously the tech is kind of holding you back and you don't necessarily like it at the end of the day. That's, I think, also totally fine. Like if it's like a really big taxing game, like you just literally cannot make 60 FPS 4K happen, sure. But if it's more of an indie game, or it's clearly within the specific lines of, say, a PlayStation console, we could probably make it happen. It's weird that, well, they just don't, for God knows why. So keep that in mind in case you guys do upgrade to the PlayStation Deluxe or any other various options, because I don't want you guys to, well, not be able to experience the true bliss of higher than 30 FPS gaming. But it's kind of cool to have these little updates, like little changes all around little PlayStation news. So if you guys all enjoyed, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter down below if you guys want to follow and hang out in the Twitch stream too as well. Also linked down below. We've been playing a lot of Harry Potter. We have the Target links down below, Amazon links too. And I just appreciate you guys all so much for existing. We'll see you guys all tomorrow for some more brand new videos.